This is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Nigga, Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place. And now you'll chase the bread candle, can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's crypto and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought.
Wish I bought more. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every day we talk about this crypto news, technical analysis, and now new to you, live on Sundays. When we announce it, you can finally explain and say what you want. As far as what asset we're going to go over doing damage now, I can't imagine during the bull run what your bull mask. All right, so let's get right into it. You hit the like and subscribe. I appreciate everyone's comment. I appreciate everybody here. Let's talk about it, right? This gentleman hit it right on the head. Become the 1.461K subscribers. Let's get it all-time highs. Watch before March 1st, 30K Bitcoin, right? Watch before March 1st. That was a day ago. Go into the highlights. What does it say? 5 hours ago. Bitcoin may only need 4 weeks to 30K. Are they watching Wall Street, Pete? They might be. They might be hitting the like and subscribe. We may be getting bigger than we thought, right? Who else is watching Wall Street, Pete? So here we go with the video without further ado. So you got 100 ticks on your money, trading on some nice leverage. You could have got these sold cross right here. That was right about here. Yesterday's video. 1660. You still would have made a nice little gain, but if you were watching that chart, and you're waiting for the crossover and you see how I was getting ready, it's still in the upward momentum. It took you on a roller coaster ride, but then at the end of the day, you still made some gains if you really could have gotten out at the right time. And if you see up here, well, it was telling you to sell right about here. It told you to sell at 1720. We were getting the crossover. And on this big daily, I would have sold at 1720. We did sell at 1720. That's how we're pulling this off. We weren't at the absolute overbought signal zone, but once you get it, you don't get greedy. Now, I want many of you to pay attention. The price at the current time is 1601 Ethereum. We did not really break down before then much at all. We pull the 15, we circle it, we explain to you this is where we draw a line in the sand. This is where we put our buyback order in at as much as we possibly could. Now, watch the rest of the video from yesterday. You do see what the charts are telling you sometimes. And as you can see here, we are continuing to get a little retracement since then. So I'm waiting for the buy. I'm waiting for the oversold bought zone here. We may not get it. We could get another repeat somewhere here. So we're watching. We're dollar cost averaging in. It always works. It's one of the best methods. It doesn't always work, but it is the best method. So pay attention to that as we continue to dollar cost averaging in on small leverage because we don't want to stress. We're really just trying to accumulate our bags, but we're doing it at a nice rate. Thank you to MEX. So pay attention to that. What's going on? I will continue to watch the 1557. If we break all the way down to that magnitude, obviously 1583. So that was part of the video from yesterday. I do hope you watched it. There was 100 viewers from yesterday. I do appreciate that. It's awesome. 20 likes, including the one I have to put in myself. It sucks that I have to do that, but here we are. So hit the like and subscribe. It's that important to do so. Here we are talking about some things, crypto news. We're going to get right to your asset. The first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, I do not have your comments. It actually says, sorry, live chat is currently unavailable. I've never had this happen before. This is insane. So what we're going to have to do is probably go in picture mode. And what we're going to have to do is watch it on the super screen. And when it comes up, we'll then be able to know because my chat is not working. Here we go. I got Sean. I'm on my phone. Here we go. I got Sean, I got Rising Sun, Chief, and Gary. Good evening to you guys. I'm very disappointed, though. The live chat's not working on my side. This has never happened before on my PC, so I do apologize, but let's get into the video. Basically, as you can see here from Ethereum, what we talked about. We were trading the 1601. We did not fall or get this V-like shape, right, recovery, as I suggested we'd probably get, right? And as you can see here, 1583, if I said we fell through, we would get about a 1557 buyback, what we got at 1560 exactly. So it hit a little below, if you can see, 1560, we filled the order, didn't play around. We were one of those people who bought the dip. If you pay attention to where we are right now, should we take profit? That is one of the questions that we're going to take. But if you're watching us, you're understanding that this was a great buy. This was a great call. I don't know anyone else calling and circling 1557 and telling you that's where I draw my line in the sand to buy. Not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. Now, come on. Let's get the credit when the credit's due. Share this with a friend and say, hey, this guy is insane with his TA. I can't get over it. So we're creating new higher lows with that. That's a very bullish thing coming into March. If we can hold the 22,800 for Bitcoin relative to what we're doing here right now, probably to about the price of 1,500 for Ethereum, I think we're going to be okay coming into March. So now this is what we're paying attention to. We break 1675, we will be into the 1800 price for Ethereum. Before you know it, we'll be testing the next level of the 1800. We'll be talking much about it. So now we're going to be talking a little bit about the DXY real quick, and then we're going to get into the chat. We're going to go to the super chat, and then you're going to be able to tell me what you think is going on. But look at the DXY, the daily, perfectly on this STR volatility oscillator that we have here is looking very bearish. We're getting a bearish divergence coming in. This is the DXY. Where this happens, Bitcoin obviously does the opposite. This has been going up in a rather steady pace, looking for the right shoulder to connect that we've already established and pre-predicted probably in October. If you've been watching me since then, you're like, wow, this guy is amazing. We've been doing the right shoulder since then. I don't expect us to break above this price here. If we do, we're in deep shit. So we should be getting the resistance coming down on the daily as we're doing. DXY will continue to go down. Bitcoin will continue to prevail, hopefully with that happening. And we do have to pay close attention to that coming into tonight, obviously into the week. By Wednesday, Bitcoin should be breaking above 25,000 and fighting this week. If not, something is going to be terribly wrong. As you can see here on the daily, we're doing the exact opposite. We're getting the hook on this as a bullish divergence. So we're really getting the opposite. So please hit the like and subscribe. It's important. Looking at this inverted head and shoulders pattern, as I was showing you, regular head and shoulders pattern, we are now showing an inverted. The right shoulder ready to break out, go to the upside, all the way to the magnitude of $26. Now, where did I get the $26 from before we hit a little bit of resistance or perhaps start questioning people? This was the move we did last time, so pay attention to that move to the upside from here to here. That's what we're going to be probably doing in March, all the way to 26.5, and then before you know it, 31,028K will be what we're talking about. Now, 24,200, a big level. I put that there to remind myself how important that is. So let's go back real quick because that's how much of ADD I have. ADHD, 24.2, so we can't even get rid of that because there's so many numbers. That's about right there, 25,000. We break above that price, 25.1. Really, these are where the wicks finish. Well, we got liquidity grabs up to 25.1, and it's very important. So believe it or not, that is much more important, and that's why I left that there as a secret to tell me and a reminder to say, hey, please go over that. So if you pay attention to that price, it is now 25,140 to be exact. If we ever see a price above that or anywhere near there, you're going to be shouting, yabba dabba do, because we probably not get resistance this time, and we're going to be in the green zone this time. So pay closely attention to that, as I do believe we will be in the green. We'll be establishing a price near here. You'll be wondering what's going on here, and then we will continue to go up. So let's get it. Let's get into the chat. Let's talk a little bit about some things here. Total crypto market before we go into your asset. 1.08 trillion market cap in the last 24 hours, up about 2%. Lido, 5.5%. Maker, 10%. SNX, we have at 9%. Clay, 11.7%. Optimism, OP, 9%. Neo, 10.8%, and Flocka 7%, and you can see a bunch more. Looking pretty good though. I like it. Hit us at IG, Instagram if you want. Wall at st.pete. on Instagram. And liquid staking platform Lita, as I tried to do a couple times, sees largest daily stake inflow, receives 150,000 Ethereum, reportedly, from Tron founder. So if you do see a little bit of a uptake, a little rally in these assets, don't be surprised. Ethereum, Lido, and perhaps even Tron. Well, we'll see what's going on with all that. Pay close attention. We keep you up to the update and the know. So we're really concerned right now. It is Sunday. We usually get a huge fall during these times. And in exactly 6 minutes, we're going to get a new daily candle here. So we're talking about Ethereum. We're talking about Bitcoin. So you can sit here for the next 6 minutes. Let's get into the chat. Let's do it so I can see the chat, because I can't stand not being able to see it. It's driving me insane. Here we are. Stream chat, super chat. What asset would you like, Wall Street Pete? It starts now. What would you like for me to go over? This is not financial advice, as you already know. I can't believe this. The first night planning, and somehow it's not working. I'm with that too, Gary, Jasmy. So here we go. It's Monday in Japan, and I do like that. As it starts off on the new daily candle in 5 minutes, we will find that out. Very relative, as we can see if the next candle is going to keep rising. So Bitcoin is moving. I do expect us to test 25,000 again. We'll see if we get a fall. But that 24,200, I remember now. If we break that, just real quick, if we break the 24,200 price, and we finish a candle above here on the next daily, it will now establish in meaning that the double bottom end pattern is impossible to form. So I want people to understand that. 24,200, if it starts doing that, that's why that was up there. I now remember. That usually indicates a very bearish momentum and gives us a different trend towards, and the trend is your friend, so we don't want that to happen. So we actually have to finish the daily candle above 24,200. I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about the next one coming in. So as you can see, we're getting the next candle. We have this one in the next 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours. We're going to have to finish one of those two candles above, and I do believe one of these two are going to do that. So I just wanted to make that very clear. Now that I've realized how important that is, let's get into it. Jasmy is going to be the first asset. A lot of subscribers have been here for a year or two. Thank you very much. Bitcoin, Bioeconomy's on the move. We said Jasmy, we said Bioeconomy. Our two assets, we did actually a 4 asset was going to move, and guess what? These are the two that are starting to move a little bit. Let's talk about it without further ado. I'm so sorry. I'm so upset. It says, sorry, live chat is currently unavailable. What are the chances of that? The adversity at this channel is incredible. All right, Jasmy, let's go. So Jasmy, a lot of people didn't realize, but when I said we were getting a big move, they thought I was kidding. I actually had a couple people leave the channel because if you look at the daily chart, we did this video a few days ago. I said it's getting ready to explode. I didn't say it's exploding. And people didn't realize that the explosion has to set up first. And now that I think we got the healthy retracement off here that we did, we still have to be very careful. So what I'm going to be worrying about right now is a big price. Yes, indeed. A lot of people don't know, but I did buy Jasmy at the 4,700 price. This is a price that may occur all the way to the 45. I'm very concerned we're getting the double top pattern I usually don't like. And what I tell you is what I worry about. And we're doing Jasmy, we're doing subscribers only. These are their assets. They want to go over what Wall Street Pete would do. And definitely Jasmy is one of the assets that I have a strategy for. So you can see right here, currently looking at the last support level here / resistance that we've had. Jasmy is giving me some pointers, and it's letting me know that, hey, 4,500, if you want to buy again, there's a small opportunity here that's coming. What I see here is that we are establishing a bullish divergence outside the oversold zone. So apparently every time we hit this line, and you can see here, where were we? Well, this line, December 27th of 2022, the year, because I'm talking crazy, we had this big pull-up, which was a 205% move on Jasmy. Well, what's happening right now is we're kind of getting towards an opportunity for that to happen again. Now, I want you to see it and understand it, that these are the this is the oversold zone, excuse me. I don't know if I said the opposite. I may have. When it's oversold, it means that it's time for the price to come to the upside and perhaps get a nice rally. They're overselling it. They're killing it to death on the sell side, and they don't realize that the smart money is starting to buy this. Now, what does happen and does occur is you get some spikes towards that end of the side, and what does happen is you do get this liftoff, but you do have to be in the oversold zone. And now and more I look at the trend, these are what the trends are. You can see the last couple trends. In order for us to get back to what we had in the last few trends, we have to lift it, and it's right here. I need finished the rest of the daily oscillator to come down and bounce. So that's what we're looking for. We're not far from it. So if you pay attention to that, if we really look at that, we're not far away. So I'm trying to get back into it. How do I get back? I never do that off here. I only do it on my phone. There it is, right there. I only do it on my phone so I don't see it. But here it is on the computer. So we're showing you here. And the double bottom end rejection is very important. So what do we got? We got less than 1 minute and 46 seconds, guys. 1 minute and 47 seconds. I have the chat open. What is the next asset after Jasmy you want to talk about? Now, we could get a nice little fall here, but I'm telling you right now, coming into the week, this is looking rather beautiful. And what price is Jasmy as you're desperately and patiently, right? Yeah. I'm probably killing you guys right now. I'm really sorry for the Jasmy holders. Somewhere around 1 cent, and that's what we're looking at right here. If we get the same move, 204%, there is about a 97, 98 repeat percent coming. And if I can show you what I'm talking about right here, and please someone comment the next asset they would like to go over. And there it is, about 98% move coming here. I do believe that this is the next move. And if you can see right here perfectly, looking at these moves here and repeating that next history as we have established some nice little retracement here. Healthy market, healthy cup and handle. I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, we can spike all the way through and get a healthy cup and handle inside a cup and handle. If you see how it works, that's a pretty big cup and handle in yellow. And I do see what's happening. We could get the retracement and come back all the way back down to the 83 once we pump to the 1 cent. So get excited. You're invited. My name is Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, viral videos in the house. Say it, viral. Hit that like and subscribe. Let's go. Getting excited. All right, relax. All right, so here we are. I'm happy we got some good people in the chat. We got Hunt, HNT. Pretty good one right there. I do actually like this crypto asset. Is it Helium? Did I say it wrong? It is Helium. Yes, Hunt, Helium, same shit to me. I say Hunt, HNT, the abbreviation. It is Helium, if you're not known. This is the FTX, so I have to get rid of it. I can no longer, I'm sorry, but I can no longer accept that. You're denied. So let's get a new one. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the actual asset. We're not going to go over an asset, right, that is on the FTX exchange. Can we not disrespect ourselves enough? All right. So what I see from this current, and I do really enjoy analyzing crypto assets. I do enjoy charts. I do like analyzing things in general. Can we do the big picture here? Let's lower this out, right? The oscillator is our favorite thing, as you already know, like you can tell. But look at the big picture here. Do you see what I see? Yes, I do see what you see, Pete. I see a price that I used to buy, or I wish I fucking bought, in 2020 at a price where we are back at. Oh yeah, try once again. It's like a game. It's like an awful game, right? This is not a game people like to play. This is a game that people don't have the balls to play. But if you look at a Helium, and if you look at most of the crypto assets, they actually look like this when you do a big wide zoom out. And I want you to really get this, because if you pay attention, it's 2023, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about prices from almost 3 years ago now. So what happens in a 4-year cycle, right? What do we talk about that? We talk about a bullish market. We talk about a bearish market. There is a 4-year cycle. Well, if this is not a 4-year cycle setup, I've never seen one in my life. And guess what? That looks like an upward W to me. And guess what? That is the prettiest one you'll ever see. And I promise you, and I don't want to say it like that, but I promise you there is one in the recipe coming for the next year and a half, somewhere in this time frame. So what we're going to do now is analyze everything we're talking about. This is just a big brief look at, and I'm saying, if you see the high volatile waves, it looks like that fall is over. It looks like that big fall is done. Now, we don't see that here, of course. We see the beginning of all the time of dinosaurs, but guess what? This is how it starts, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to get into this. We're going to break this down right now. There's a daily chart. We don't have any indicators. We have diddly squat. And right now, we are into a new candle. If you paid attention, we're 2 minutes into the new candle. So I do have to get over and see what Bitcoin is doing. I apologize for the breakup. We're going to get into Helium and Hunt right away. Looking at the daily candle for Bitcoin, though, as we start and establish, we are starting off with a little bit of old resistance now. So I don't see what we're doing here. Let's see what we're looking at. We're getting a tiny bit of resistance. It is Sunday. And like I said, we're going to see what happens. We got a whole day to worry about what the next candle is going to do. But I am hoping that we are getting a recipe for an upward W here, as you can see. So big upward momentum, daily, all the way buy sign back here before when it was down here, as you can see. So we're looking pretty healthy here. Can we get the buy zone? We should have bought down here as it crossed over. Is this a real legit sign? Well, it's not always a legit sign. You have to be very careful. I like to go with different time zones. This is the daily. It's bullish on the daily, but it is not bullish on the weekly, so we got to be very careful. Look at that. And like I said, the DXY was very interesting. So we're waiting for the DXY to get some resistance. Here we are with helium now. Let's see. We got Sean. Love the excitement. You got to be excited. I'm watching and hearing from my chat on my phone. I wish I could restart the whole video. I'm so annoyed. Hero about to launch in scanner in Dubai this week. That sounds very exciting. But if you see what's happening right here, this is exactly what I get excited for right now. Usually this is a very bullish momentum. I don't see anything really negative coming from here. But I do see some patterns, and I do like to establish something here. What I'll see is anything from here. Now, if I can keep getting my support levels as I've done here on this pattern running through all the way since January 1st. Now, since January 2023 has established, we already know crypto's been up. Bitcoin has been up. That has been the narrative for everything in the crypto space. Now, if you're following an asset and it has not gone up since January 1st, you are absolutely losing. You're a loser. Lose her, right? As Jim Carrey would say. But really, in all seriousness, we have to pay attention to what could be happening. We could be getting one of the biggest upward W's in all these assets in a while. Now, I'm going to look at some indicators. I'm going to bring some things up. We're not just sitting here guessing, having fun. Let's get a couple indicators up. I'm looking at some price history, some volume, right? We have that oscillator up already. Exponential moving average. We haven't done that in a minute. How many of these do I need? Just one. As you can see, we are building some steam, and the trend is your friend there. But looking at this, this is what I'm trying to pay attention to. Now, the neck. If you remember what I talked about with the neck, everybody knows my Bollinger Bands, how important they are. These Bollinger Bands tell me a lot of information. Not many people get it. If I was in this trade right here, we didn't know what the rest of this was doing here, but we were in here on November 18th. And you see what's happening. I'll be telling you guys, very concerned, right? And I probably did tell you, we're getting very tight Bollinger action. The Bollinger Bands are getting super tight. We're going to get a price action, guys. But what was paying attention to here is the neck is turning to the downside. Our two necks are into the downside. Most likely we're getting a downside move. I said January, we're going to pop up. I do expect a new year pop up. Now we're getting a head and shoulders, and we're looking to complete that shoulder, which is the left shoulder somewhere either here or here. Either way, we're looking at $2, and we're looking to break above the $3, excuse me. And once we do that, and we finish a daily candle above the $3, you're going to be somewhere in the left shoulder, which is about $5, which could then leave you all the way to about 570. Now, I wouldn't play no games. Obviously, Wall Street Pete, he dollar cost averages in, out, dollar cost averages out. That's how you make your money in this crypto atmosphere. If you don't take profits, then you're just a hodler, and you just buy every couple months, and then you just talk about it at the end of the year. Oh, look how much I'm up. I'm up like 10%, 20%. Unless you got in at 2021, then you absolutely got in at the wrong time. So pay attention to that. Bollinger Bands right now, currently, boring sideways action, not getting tight, nothing big looming, but we could get a bounce to the upside. We're going to pay close attention to that. Move to different time frames to see if you are getting something. And on the 4-hourly, it looks like we are getting a little bit of tighter action. So we could be moving in the short-term time frame. As you see, we're getting a little bit of a buy signal possibility in the short term on the 4-hourly. So see what happens. But like I said, it's Sunday night. I don't expect too much momentum. More coming from here. If the daily and Bitcoin was firing up, I would have expected it from the new price. So big levels to watch for helium. Like I said, $5.77 is probably the peak there that you really will come to. So don't get too greedy. As you see, there'll be major resistance even if we get there. I'd go $5, $5.50, somewhere around there. Anybody else want to pick one up? We just talked about Jasmy, so I can't believe it. I'm so annoyed. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like it was a complete failure. We wanted to talk a little bit about your asset, February 26th, Sunday. I tried to hype it up a little bit and get us excited for it. We talked a few things here, but if you even pay attention for the Bitcoin price, guys, pay close attention to this. 20,600 will occur if 20,600 will occur if we broke that 22.8. So it is very important. And as you can see right here, we have it already put for you. Left shoulder, inverted head. Right shoulder, we're looking to actually establish the right shoulder all the way up to here. So let's hope we get it. We don't have much of a gap here of resistance and support until we find ourselves through here. So it's going to be a very short 26,000 price, as I told you. That's very interesting how it does line up perfectly right there. So my name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. I do wish that our live chat was working currently a little better. It's offline. I don't know what is going on. It's never happened before. It's just the adversity of the channel, I guess. But we talked about Jasmy. We talked about a few things. I'll talk about Bioconomy maybe. A few people don't know about the Bioconomy, and Altcoin Daily actually talked about it last night. I couldn't believe it. I said, is my boy Altcoin Daily really talking about Bioconomy, the Web3 that I've been harping on forever to everyone? Whew. So look at this. We're starting to get a trend change here. Look at the weekly. We're getting a nice few weeks to the upside. This is a nice trend. The trend is your friend. As you can see, some of the price levels we have stopped. 47 cents seem to be a problem there. But Bioconomy, I'm looking to get all the way back up to a nice chunk of change, about the $1 here. As you can see, same thing. Once we start breaking through there, and you see there's really not much resistance. There's a big gap here. Once Bioconomy starts heading off in the next bull run, it's off to the races, as you can see here. Excuse me. Ethereum blockchain. I need to know that. The Web3, they have their own site. They have their own everything. Exchange. They're very big. They're big on gasless. You won't believe how much it costs to pay for Ethereum gas fees to transfer everything through constantly. Even if you're in the NFT market, you'll understand that, or even just transferring over from platform to platform. So pay attention definitely to mention all these kinds of things. Bioconomy already looking pretty smooth from all the way from January. So if you pay attention to what the monthly basis of Bioconomy is doing, I've been telling people nonstop about Bioconomy. I said, check it out, pay attention. People don't really care about it. And that's totally, it's up to you. It's people's prerogatives whether they like to want to follow something or not. But 102% on your money for the 2023 new year. This is what people in crypto get excited for. And this is what the excitement is all about. And this is the Web3. Imagine, nobody's even talking about this. Imagine when this actually gets excited. Imagine when this actually gets to the magnitude of the knowledge of the industry, of the space of where we're supposed to be, of what this can do. And people don't know the history and where we've gone. This is a monthly chart, and please don't make me go all the way. This is only $3, ladies and gentlemen. And you can only imagine the gains of Bioconomy if we really broke it down of where we could go potentially. So I'm not going to keep doing that. That's kind of insane. But you can see where we could go and where the price has been. And the strength of it really does bring me up to about $12. I pay attention to where usually where the weekly and the monthly like to occur off at on the top. And that's about where it is. So the weekly and the monthly, if you pay attention, it's a real strong wick of resistance at $12. But wouldn't you enjoy that? If we can ride this thing all the way to $12, imagine if it created new higher highs. I can't imagine. That is a dream. So please don't take that. Take that with a grain of salt. But there is ways in this crypto space, as you know here. There are other altcoins that we get excited for. So I do apologize tonight. I do expect a little bit of resistance coming in. Days the Confused. I love you guys very much. You got a lot out here. You got Swap, SRM, DMRTR, AI in general, lots of gems, brother. I'm reading off my phone. I apologize. This never happens. Usually I read off the chat, off the screen, and it's not working. The only night we decided to go live and do a Sunday night. So guess what? Sunday night, you have another chance. If you're watching this video recording and you didn't get to get your asset in, I'm sorry, Chief. I do appreciate your love and likes and all your support and everyone else's as well. We're going to do this again. So we'll have another chance. We'll do this every Sunday if we can. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Look it up if it works for you. This is about the time if you're hitting the live. We come live. We'll talk about your asset. We'll talk about the new daily candle. There's a new daily candle that hits every single Sunday. We get a new daily candle. We get a new week. Pay attention to what we're talking about for Bitcoin. Get rid of the indicators. I can't do that. Get rid of the indicators, and then what happens is we get a new daily candle that does start. All the candles start to look similar because we get a fresh one, if you see here, Italian, a fresh one. 23 hours and 43 minutes. We will get a new daily candle, as you can see. The question is when we come back in 23 hours and 48 minutes, is it going to be finished green to the upside, giving us the love that we want? So we're going to pay close attention to that. This is very important. As I said, pay attention to the levels. 22.8 is a very, very, very important support level. And I mean, really watch. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Guys, we've only been here for about 2 weeks. So a lot of people do freak out. Can't wait for the excitement of the move. Look what happened last time. We got all excited. We got a downward momentum. I'm waiting for the right shoulder to fill out. I do believe this is a right shoulder. We could get a scare to the downside. Pay close attention. 20,600 would probably be my last worrisome price if this is what occurs. But I do expect a humongous bounce from the whales. I don't think that they would allow anything lower. Now, I'm not telling you this is happening because I don't think that this is really going to occur. But you got to remember, Sunday night, we did not see the bloodbath yet. So I'm curious to see where it is. We are looking red here. We'll see what happens. Total crypto market cap is staying a little strong. So as long as we continue to hold that crypto market cap, I don't care what anybody says. We hold above a trillion. We're looking pretty good. So 1 trillion is the safe key for me. Pay attention for what is happening as I show you on the charts here. This is looking pretty sexy. It did take a long time for that left shoulder to develop. So remember, even if this right shoulder develops here, it takes time. So my name is Wall Street Pete, sick no in crypto, not financial advice. Just a gentleman twice as nice. I hope to see you in the next video. Tomorrow, usually we do a video in the morning breaking down what happens. I expect a big breakout for March. And March is coming, ladies and gentlemen. 3 more days. 3 more days. And it'll be Wednesday. And I believe that March monthly candle that we're going to be looking at on the monthly is going to be a beautiful one. So we'll see what happens. February was a pretty volatility month. And if you pay attention, I did want to bring that up, and I'm glad I did. We had a lot of volatility for the month of February. Pay attention to what is going on here. That's a lot of volatility, ladies and gentlemen, all the way down to 16.9. The world was ending. So we'll see what happens here. Looks like we're getting that V-shaped recovery even on the monthly. So I hope to see you in the next live. Hit the bell, all notifications, become a subscriber today. If you missed this live, next week, next Sunday, guaranteed. You comment, our live better be working. I'll see your comments in the live. We usually break them down one at a time. Today we were using the phone. I don't know what happened, but I do hope to see you in the next live. If I missed your asset or I missed your comment, it's because the live chat was not working. But I do promise we're going to get that fixed. We're going to have that working. We're going to be in order for you. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. It does not hurt. Unless your fingers are broken, then use your nose. Thank you.